That cowlick. Hello, it's Kat. Welcome back to my lair. It's been a minute, so let's catch up. So, it's 2021. Last year, for the entire world, was one of the worst years on record for mental health and for careers and jobs and health and life. It's a pandemic. It's horrible. So the beginning of 2020, to be honest, I was feeling a little optimistic. We were kind of like in this togetherness mindset. We were all doing stuff and uplifting things. There was not a lot of online concerts yet, so I was doing like some YouTube stuff and some Instagram stuff, trying to gather people and make it feel like we were still doing something. By the time it was like 8 weeks in though, it was starting to feel like it might be a long time till things returned to normal. And it kind of hit me and I got really sad. And it was pretty dark for, I'd say, most of 2020. And I spent a lot of time outside. I tried to spend as much time in my garden as possible, completely just leaving behind all creative output because it just wasn't coming and it wasn't feeling like it was ever going to come again. And of course, there was an amazing uprising and a lot of political activism in the summer of 2020, which was amazing. A lot of racial injustice was brought forward and the lens on that was widened, which is fantastic. So there's a lot of interesting, good things happening. But I think for a lot of us, the internal struggle was pretty intense and pretty real over 2020. And I know I'm not alone in that. So yeah, I didn't feel creative at all. I didn't feel like anything that I was doing was meaningful. And I think that is a struggle that you can often feel. When you do something creative, sometimes you have the feeling like, why is my voice important at this moment? And what do I have to contribute? And sometimes it's better not to contribute anything if you don't have anything to contribute and let other voices speak, because that's just better. But then at the same time, the role of the songwriter and the artist is to reflect on times that are happening and things that are happening, and to take people out of that for a bit and give them an escape. And I think we can all see how much music meant to people during quarantine and during this whole lockdown and the whole pandemic. People are streaming more, they're consuming more media, more films and television because it's an escape. We need that so badly, myself included. Finally, towards the end of 2020, I started to feel a little bit of creative spark again, like very end of 2020. So I thought, let's ride this out. While it's here, I'm gonna jump on it. I'm just gonna make things without too much thought and just see what happens. So I ended up recording a 6-song EP called Soft, and I did all of the instrumentation at home, all the mixing, all of everything except the mastering. I did hire someone. I hired a dear friend to do the mastering, but did everything at home. And it's the first time I've ever done the entire record at home, from the photography to every instrument to all the programming, all the mixing, literally everything. And it's been an experience. It's definitely not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I'm no perfectionist by any means. But I think it's a record of the time that is now. And it was a record of what was happening. And that's kind of the thing. I've started to think of music records as snapshots of the moment. And then after that, they're ephemeral. They go into the broader existence and everything of the world. They are no longer mine after they're released, basically is what I'm saying. So this record, it's basically about being soft, in the sense of we tend to put up hard walls when there's emotional turmoil. We put up barriers, we try and deflect a lot of things. And just a lot of inward thought had me feeling like leaning into the softness is a very unusual thing to make yourself do. But at the same time, it felt liberating to just be like, I am feeling sad, I'm feeling inward, I'm gonna just go into this softness and just accept that that's where I am right now and not try and pretend that everything's okay. Because obviously for the entire world, 2020 was not okay, and it still continues to be not okay in 2021. There's something to be said about absorbing it like a soft cloud. There's 6 songs. They range from talking about the mundane things in life, the softness that we need, to topics about, some of the uprising that was happening in 2020, to loss, to grief, to things that I think a lot of people can relate to. The links for everything is in the description below. I would love if you pre-saved it if you listen to your music on Spotify or Apple. And if you listen to your music on Bandcamp, you're in luck because you can listen to the whole thing right now and you can buy it on Bandcamp. Bandcamp people, have my heart. You guys are the best. This is my offering for 2021. I hope you enjoy soft. I hope you find some softness within. I hope that you can relate to the songs, and I hope you like them. I'm really happy with how they turned out. It was a big undertaking to do all of the arrangements and everything myself, but I think they turned out pretty good, and I feel like I learned so much. And I'll talk about that later in another video, all the things I learned doing it all at home and what I would change for next time. So, where to go from here? There's no touring, so I don't know what it's going to look like in 2021 for touring this record. I will be doing some online shows at some point. Not sure when. My internet is not great, so it's been a real challenge to do upload heavy internet things. Elon Musk is, you know, I'm sure sending satellite star links everywhere, so we're all gonna have high-speed internet one day. So there won't be a ton of touring. I do have some options. You can join me for my live rehearsals, which are on Twitch, and I generally just play songs and hang out and just kind of rehearse. Like, it's very casual. It's definitely not a KASHKA show. It's just a chill time. I have a lot of ideas to shoot music videos for each of these songs. It is sort of a visual album in concept, but just not in execution yet. So if you want to become a patron, you can contribute to that. That'd be awesome. Or if you just want to listen on Spotify, that's okay too. I appreciate it. Or if you just want to share links, that's okay too. All of this is okay. I appreciate anything, because truly it's been such a weird time, and it's a very strange time to release music. It's just me and it's just you, so I appreciate everything that you do. That's it for now, I think. So all the details are below. I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me, and give it a like, throw me down a comment about what you had for lunch today. Then I'll know you watched the whole video. Stay cool, guys, cooler than me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
These days, you seem a little quiet. These days, you're turning down the news. You say it's so hard to feel the joy now. But these days,
This is Jar. Still kicking it, eh?
are not